This is Avalanche Badookie the 11th. You may be wondering, what position does he play? He plays cornerback with the number 99 from Alaska, a small town that he didn't have a high school to go to, so he went to a community college. This was the only way he could showcase his talents. With Avalanche Badookie the 11th absolutely going ballistic at the community college, he absolutely picked up preferred walk-ons from a lot of college schools, and he's going to commit to Vanderbilt. After Avalanche Badookie the 11th absolutely picked to be a preferred walk-on at Vanderbilt, and coming from a community college, it's going to be kind of hard for him because he really didn't have competition to go against, but he absolutely came out to practice intense. I mean, he had 2 tackles already and absolutely almost had his first interception. But coach said, next week, son, you can challenge for that next string. The Avalanche Badookie the 11th being 4th on that depth chart, but absolutely getting a chance to get on special teams. Bam! Oh my God! He absolutely laid that boom and said, coach, you need to put me in that game. But he went right to the sideline, watching all his teammates, and finally gets a chance in the second quarter before halftime, and they absolutely throw a touchdown. That's not a good look when you first get into the game. But with it being 19-14, coach put me back in the game, and bam, another big hit from Avalanche Badookie the 11th. Coming back down on special teams, he said he wanted all the action. Bam! Oh my God! And we go on to win the game, and Avalanche Badookie ends the game off with 4 total tackles. That's a backup. Avalanche Badookie the 11th being a preferred walk-on and also being 4th on the depth chart and touching the field is a blessing. Now he gets a position battle against Jay Lucien to get that number 3 spot on the depth chart, and guess what? He wins it. He is now the number 3 cornerback. Going into the second game of the season, Avalanche Badookie the 11th got a little too excited. He absolutely hit the returner while he was fair catching the ball, which was a flag, and coach was upset with that. But bam! I said I'll make up for it, coach. I made him fumble that ball, and we recovered it. And I told coach I wouldn't fail him again. And absolutely, when he got another tackle on special teams, I mean, give me special teams player of the week. Bam! Oh my God, that wasn't a big hit, but I still got another hit and almost blocked that field goal. After doing my part on special teams, coach gave me the chance on defense, and I make my second collegiate tackle. And on 3rd and 11, I was in zone, and oh my God, almost first interception, but I dropped it. I ended the game off with 6 total tackles and 1 forced fumble. Slowly but surely, Avalanche Badookie the 11th, oh my God, one-hand interception is moving up the depth chart against T. Russell. With that first interception, he won it already. Coach said you can have that spot, and I took it with my second interception. Get off of me, son. I'm running down that sideline too, but I absolutely get boomed. Coming around that corner, boom, boy, get behind the line of scrimmage. I'm now number 2 on the depth chart. Going into our next game against South Carolina, being named the number 2 cornerback. Bam! Oh my God, this is a great start. And we hold him to 3 as a defense early on, but that was absolutely too much. But on 2nd and 10, bam! They're gonna feel you all night, Avalanche Badookie the 11th. But getting tripped up in man-to-man, this wide receiver caught him lacking and went and scored a touchdown, which wasn't great for him. But on 1st and goal, he was sitting in man-to-man again, and they threw it to the other side. They are not playing with us. We have to turn the switch on at some time, and guess what? Avalanche Badookie the 11th turned it on. He said, I'm going to take this to the crib. Since offense can't get it done, juke. Oh my God, what are you doing on the ground? Get up. Touchdown. With that being said, the switch is turned on. They threw it Avalanche Badookie away again. He said, no sir, no fly zone my way. And on 3rd and 10, he almost picked it off, but guess what? His teammate picked it off. Let's go. Some things you just have to let go, but with Avalanche Badookie the 11th having a great game, we're going to lose our first one, 14-20. But Avalanche is the game off for 3 total tackles and 1 interception. And a community college kid coming in as a preferred walk-on. The time is here. Going against the number 1 cornerback, B. Anderson. Oh my God, he almost intercepts that. It's time to take his spot. And as you can see, I get a blitz and hit him in that backfield, and that will win me the position battle. I am now the number 1 cornerback. Kids pray for times like this. Avalanche Badookie the 11th is now the number 1 cornerback at Vanderbilt, and the game didn't start out too well. Georgia Southern took it to the house. Avalanche is just the game changer. He went all the way across the field and absolutely made a great tackle, but on 1st and 10, he tried to send a blitz, and I don't know what Avalanche was doing because they took that to the house. And ever since Avalanche Badookie the 11th became a starter, bam! Oh my God, these teams have been getting big starts against us. And, oh my God, this kid is crazy. He gets an interception, and could he go? Yes, he will go. Oh my God, he gets shoestring tackle, but he was still fired up. But on 1st and 10, he was sitting in that zone and said he wants another one. Give me that. Gimme. One thing the Avalanche Badookie the 11th promised the coach, he said he will be the number 1. Oh my God, he gets a sack. interception leader, and he almost had another interception, but on 3rd and 4, he absolutely turns that corner and takes it all the way to the crib. But as you can see, they get down and score again. It's now 28-28. We going to overtime, but bam, I told this quarterback, don't run that ball again. And son, you not getting no fly zone coming my way. Bam, I'm gonna teach you a lesson, son. I'm gonna give you a headache, and I promise you won't run that ball my way ever again. They kick 3, and we did not convert. They go on and win the ball game. But Avalanche Badookie 11 is having a great game. He ends the game off with 11 total tackles and 2 interceptions. Going into our next game after having a great game against UAB, I'm telling you, we was rallying that ball. And on 3rd and 15, the quarterback threw it right to me, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna be number 1 in being the interception leader. And I gave all praises to the Most High, because being a preferred walk-on and coming from a community college, oh my God, I let him get up that field, but it's a blessing, I'm telling you. And on 1st and 10, I was sitting back in my zone again, and I about had another one, but I tried to script that ball. And on 2nd and 11, this quarterback ran it in, absolutely ran me over to get in the end zone, but I came down and laid another big hit and forced the fumble and got up and said, yes sir, let me do my jiggy. And on 2nd and 4, I came around that corner, boom, get that ball out, and my teammates picked it up again, and guess what? He go take it all the way to the house, and I was hyped up. After absolutely having 3 game-changing plays, boom, this boy crazy, mom, I'm telling you, and he go get a sack, oh my God. After having a great game, he gets player of the game with 8 total tackles. After having a magnificent game, going into our next game against Missouri, I laid a big hit early on, and on 4th and 2, we tried to stop him, but they punched that ball in, and they went to score on us early, and that's not good. And I mean, he hit that corner, and I sealed the edge to make sure he didn't get no more yards. But come around that corner again, I said I'm gonna lay that boom all night, so you better not do it again. And oh my God, always being the game changer, Avalanche Badookie 11th takes the pick 6 to the house. But on 1st and 10, they throw it not his way, and he goes all the way across the field to make a tackle. I mean, that athleticism, oh my God, almost has another interception, but they draw it down again, and guess what? They punch it in for 6. It's now 14-14. Boom, I'm gonna meet you in that backfield, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be a brick wall. Boom, oh my God, I'm gonna hit you with my head this time, son. And on 3rd and 9, let's go get a sack. Oh my God. But not being in my zone, the wide receiver absolutely catches it for 6, and I was absolutely disappointed in myself. But on 2nd and 4, I came around that corner again and laid another big hit. But with it coming down to the wire, Avalanche Badookie 11th against this number 7, he won the battle. He went up and got it, and we going to lose the game. I ended the game off for 8 total tackles. Into our next game against Georgia, it's going to be a big game, but Avalanche Badookie 11th absolutely dropped interception early, but absolutely laid a big hit and forced that fumble. That's the way to start the game. There's one thing special about this kid. Every time you come watch him, you know he gonna have a highlight reel the whole game. Bam, oh my God. Lays a big hit behind the line of scrimmage. And on 1st and 10, just sitting in his zone, he intercepts that ball, and when he return it, oh my God, catches his balance. Juke, oh my God, they rallied that ball, but he could not stay up. But on 1st and 10, boom, oh my God, absolutely got ran over, but that's how you put your body on the line and go get another sack. He is crazy, but he gets player of the game with 6 total tackles and 2 sacks. On to our next game against Texas A&M, I absolutely came down and laid a big hit on this Donovan Green receiver and absolutely stared him down. But on 1st and 10, you're not throwing the ball my way, so throw it out of bounds like you did. Bam, oh my God, that's a hit stick. And on 3rd and 10, you throw that ball, oh my God, that's almost a one-hand interception. But I didn't have a so well game, but he ends the game off for 4 total tackles. To our next game against the number 19 seed Florida Gators, and I'm not gonna lie, this number 4 burnt me early on in the game, so we ordered them to 3, which was very good. And on 3rd and 3, I came down and absolutely got him behind the line of scrimmage with my teammate. And on 3rd and 1, this dude routed me up, but guess what? They didn't give me the interception somehow, some way. I mean, Avalanche Badookie 11th just didn't go get it, but I was not in my zone, and I told you this number 4 was giving me trouble all game. And when somebody pissed me off, it get real ugly. Avalanche Badookie 11 picks it off on the extra point conversion, and he could and he would go all the way to the crib to put 2 points on the board for his team. But as you can see, they drive back down and kick 3 again, and we going to lose another game, but he ends the game off with only 4 total tackles. On to our next game against 5-4 Kentucky did not start off well. They punched that ball in early on, but on 3rd and 6, you don't throw it Avalanche Badookie the 11th way. He intercepts that ball. He absolutely gets put to the ground as soon as he catches it, but he was fired up. And on 3rd and 2, he will meet him outside, but throw him kind of towards the end zone, so they're now on the 1-yard line. And I think Avalanche Badookie had a brain fart, but on 3rd and 6, he said, give me that. He will intercept that ball, catch his balance, break one tackle, break it out, but they will rally that ball. And he said, let me go get this to my mama. And on 1st and 10, he was in his zone again, and he said, give me that again. And this time, he's trying to find that end zone. He tried to juke, but they will put him down. And with that interception, he breaks the school interception record. And that's crazy from the story that he has. But he ends the game off with 2 total tackles and 3 interceptions. Going into our next game against the Tennessee Vols, you might not know, but Avalanche Badookie the 11th played D-line in Little League, and he stared that quarterback down. And on 3rd and 1, he was in a man-to-man coverage and absolutely got burnt, but he will put him down. And on 2nd and 9, bam, oh my God, this quarterback might be hurt. And on 4th and 1, he was sitting in his zone again and almost one-hand interception, but we will force that turnover. And on 3rd and 2, let me go help my teammate out and throw him on the ground. And on 1st and 10, he was absolutely in man-to-man and almost intercepted, but he dropped it. And on 2nd and 10, he said, can I get one? No, he will not, but his teammate will pick it up, and he ends the game off with 5 total tackles. Going into our next game against Wake Forest, oh my God, this should be a blowout, and that should have been a pick 6 to the house. But on 1st and 10, that quarterback said, I'm going to take this thing to the house, and he absolutely got a gain of too much, but absolutely got another tackle and got up and said, let's go, man, we got to get this game started. These boys got way too much, and they think they could play with us. I'm going to drill every single one of them. I'm not going to play with them. Avalanche Badookie 11 is turned up, but he absolutely misses the tackle, and this quarterback is just special. I mean, he will, and he could get hawked down by my teammates, but not sitting in my zone. Boom, reading a play, absolutely read it. Oh my God. Boom, hit down, quarterback. You're not going anywhere. Boom, I'm not gonna play with any of you. Boom, oh my God. Avalanche Badookie, the 11th, is going insane, but they will score. We're going to win the ball game, and he ends the game off for 12 total tackles. After winning 7 games and getting a ticket to be invited to a bowl game, Avalanche Badookie the 11th was blessed, but he makes a tackle, and he was not here to play. On 1st and 10, he was in his zone, but they throw a touchdown. I mean, what are we doing? I absolutely wasn't in my zone and let up another touchdown, and going into the next play, he had a slant route and absolutely hit him as soon as he caught the ball. But going into the next play, I tried to seal the edge, and bam, oh my God, I absolutely sealed it with a hit stick. But sitting in my zone again, they throw it the other way and score again. It's now 21-17. We have to do something. He runs that ball outside. Come here, boy. I'm not going to play with y'all anymore. I'm sitting in my zone. Nope. I'm trying to take interceptions. But on 1st and 10, I tried to go get a sack, and this wide receiver absolutely said he was taking this to the crib, but no. Badookie said, I'm going to go get you. But going, boom, oh my God. He is not playing. Tried to get an interception, but they throw it to their teammate. It's now 31-38. Overtime. And with Badookie losing outside containment and thinking he was going to run outside, he took it back inside. But oh my God, missing another tackle. It's 38-38 overtime. They take it to the crib. But guess what? We go on and lose, and things were not in our favor. But this is the end of Avalanche Badookie the 11th freshman season, and he was number 1 in interceptions. But will he return to Vanderbilt, or will coach not give him any scholarship money and let him go? Drop in the comments what is next for him.